maintaining weight loss can be such a struggle for so many people. We've seen it in studies, we've seen it in individuals and clinically, and maybe you've even experienced it yourself. Success with weight loss when things are going well, but then over time, the weight just comes back on. Maintaining weight loss can be a challenge. And the studies reflect that. I mean, most studies show pretty abysmal rates of long-term weight loss success. Now, why is that? Well, I wish there was just one magic reason why, but most of it is people slowly return to their pre-weight loss behaviors. Or the other thing is our bodies are sort of regulated against losing weight, whether it's, reducing our metabolic rate, increasing our hunger. From an evolutionary standpoint, we didn't want to lose weight because losing weight could be a sign of being unhealthy or losing strength or not having the reserves necessary for that upcoming famine. But in today's society, those evolutionary, what used to be advantages are now disadvantages. So what can we do to help keep the weight loss off? I'm Dr. Brett Scher, the medical director at dietdoctor.com, and there was a study just recently published in the New England Journal of Medicine looking at a combination and individual use of the medication liraglutide and exercise, and looking at them individually and in combination, which provided the best weight loss. And no surprise, the combination of the drug and exercise provided the best overall weight loss and the best healthy weight loss. And this is a term I love, healthy weight loss. I don't even ever want to talk about just weight loss because there are different types of weight loss. And I want to make sure if someone's losing weight, they're doing it in a healthy way, a way that maintains their lean body mass so that they're losing mostly fat mass, that doesn't unreasonably lower their resting metabolic rate because that's going to make it harder to keep that weight loss off. Weight loss that improves your metabolic health and improves your well-being and how you feel, and not, having to white knuckle your willpower and your hunger all day long to maintain the weight loss. That's not healthy. That's not healthy psychologically and not physically. So I want to focus on healthy weight loss. And that's what a lot of this study had to say. So let's unpack it a little bit. So there were 166 subjects who were adults who were obese without diabetes, who underwent 8 weeks of severe caloric restriction of 800 calories per day. And they lost a significant amount of weight. They lost 13 kilograms, or about 12% of their body weight in those 8 weeks. But then after the 8 weeks, they were randomized to 4 different groups, either exercise alone, and it was 150 minutes a week of moderate exercise or 75 minutes a week of more intense exercise, or the weight loss drug liraglutide, up to 3 milligrams per day alone, or the combination of the exercise and liraglutide, or the fourth group being placebo. Their main outcome was what happens to weight loss, but they also had secondary outcomes reflecting metabolic health and quality of life. They also had dietary guidance, right? So what is the dietary guidance? Well, they don't tell you in the paper. You have to go to the supplemental part of the paper. And here's, for better, for worse, they made the recommendations in line with the official Denmark dietary recommendations, which are eat a variety of foods, but not too much, whatever that means, right? Be physically active, eat fruits and vegetables, eat more fish, choose whole grains, choose lean meats and lean cold cuts, low-fat dairy, eat less saturated fat, less salt, less sugar, and drink water. Those were the recommendations. So again, right away, I'm going to have some trouble with the baseline dietary recommendation given to the patients in this study. So we'll come back and revisit that. But let's see what the study showed. Kind of no surprise, the best group was the combination of the liraglutide and the exercise. But here's what's interesting. The placebo group over the course of the year gained 6 kilograms. So they didn't have any further weight loss and they started to gain back weight. When you compare exercise to placebo, they lost 4.1 kilos. Their liraglutide group compared to placebo lost 6.8 kilos. And comparing the combination group to the exercise group, they lost 5.4 kilos more than just the exercise group. And comparing the combination group to the liraglutide group, they lost 2.7 kilos more than just the liraglutide group. So a lot of moving data points, but it's clear the combination group lost more weights than any of the other groups. And that kind of makes sense. But here's the other part, body fat percentage. The exercise group lost 2.2% body fat. The combination group lost 3.9% body fat. And comparing the combination group to exercise, they're about 1.7% better and 1.9% better than the liraglutide group. So they weren't just losing more weight, they were losing more body fat percentage and maintaining lean muscle mass. So that's a very important part of healthy weight loss. And the combination group reduced the hemoglobin A1C, as did the liraglutide group, but exercise alone, interestingly, did not reduce the hemoglobin A1C. And only the combination group, exercise and liraglutide, improved the HOMA-IR, or measures of insulin resistance. So again, what I like about this study is they're not just talking about weight loss, but they're talking about specific aspects of weight loss that reflect upon what it means to lose weight in a healthy manner. Now, in terms of potential side effects, increased heart rate and gallstones were seen more commonly in the liraglutide group. So you have to balance those potential risks with the benefits, although those seem to be sort of mild in this study. And then the last point, both the exercise group and the combination group were associated with what they said, maintenance of the initial improvements in general health perception and emotional well-being. So the placebo group and the liraglutide group alone did not maintain those benefits of quality of life, general health perception, emotional well-being. Those were only seen in the groups that included exercise, either exercise alone or the exercise plus liraglutide. So, all right, let's wrap this all up, okay? It seems, look, this weight loss drug, liraglutide, is very effective at weight loss, no question. Adding exercise to it improves the weight loss and improves the healthy aspect of the weight loss. So that's a great strategy for people who want to take a medication, and that's perfectly fine. There were some side effects to the medications. The people on the medication group alone didn't improve their quality of life and their health perception. Now, what if the dietary intervention and the lifestyle intervention was more effective for these individuals? Rather than giving them just this generic eat less, eat low fat, but finding a diet that works better for the individual, whether that is a low carb diet, whether that involves intermittent fasting, whether that is a higher protein diet or a specific Mediterranean diet, or if they would prefer a vegetarian diet, but focusing on the healthiest aspect of a diet that they would want to adhere to and enjoy, and then adding exercise onto that, comparing that group maybe to a drug group with or without exercise. I think that'd be so fascinating because, one of the problems I have with these studies are these generic dietary lifestyle recommendations and then saying, see, the drug is so much better than dietary recommendations. Well, sure, if you think one dietary recommendation is going to be right for everybody and you give them one that may increase their hunger and they may not enjoy very much and they may not want to stick to, okay, that's not going to see a lot of success. So my take home is, look, the drug works, no question. Exercise works to help with healthy weight loss and augment the drug, and lifestyle can be so much better than they have in this trial. So look, we keep learning more. I love these trials because we keep learning more about what helps with maintenance of weight loss, and we can put all these together. So for you as an individual or you as a clinician working with your patients and your clients, you can take all this information to try and figure out what's going to work best for an individual. So I hope this information was helpful. I thought this was a really interesting study, lots of nuggets we can take away from it. And if you like this, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe down below so you make sure you get all the updates for us here. And we'll see you next time on Diet Doctor News on YouTube. Take care, everybody.